Imagine you fall in love with an amazing man. You get a baby, an unplanned baby. He's a great guy, and then you're planning your wedding, then things don't go the way you plan. What do you do? Welcome to Decoded. Today we are going to do things a little bit different. We're going to decode the single people. So single people, this is your show. Let's find out what happens. This is Decoded.
My name is Ailis Wamboye. I am 26 years old, about to turn 27. I am born again. I'm a mom, and I'm also a missionary working with PACE Kenya. Being a mom hasn't been easy, especially when I found out I was pregnant, since it wasn't a planned pregnancy. So it was tough for me to accept that I'm young and I'm pregnant. But the good thing is that when I told my partner then that I was pregnant, he supported me, and my family supported me. But then there was also the challenge that I stopped working, and so I can say it's rewarding, but it's also challenging being a young mom. After I got the baby, a year later, we started having problems. I found out that he was cheating on me, and he had gotten another lady pregnant. So I chose to walk out. That was one of the lowest points in my life, because according to how we were relating back then, I thought we were good. The families knew each other. Actually, we were on the verge of getting married. So just realizing that he had gotten another lady pregnant really was a blow to me. For me, what I struggle with is trusting a man. So I do want to get into another relationship that will lead into marriage, but I want him to help me to be able to just trust again, to get over the bitterness that I have over what has happened to me in my past.
It is now time for me to speak with Alice. Alice, and we get to hear what exactly she needs decoded in her life. Hi, Alice.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good, eh?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So you were at the verge of getting married.
Yes, I was.
For real?
Yes.
Like you're planning for the wedding, everything?
Yes, all that.
And then?
And then I realized that he was cheating on me, and he had even gotten the lady he was cheating with pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now here you are, you've given birth
Yeah.
to your child.
Yes.
You're this wonderful couple. 1 year down the line, then you realize this.
Yeah.
How did you find out?
Through Facebook.
Through Facebook?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So you just saw like photos of...
Actually, he was so daring. He put the photo. He put his photo. Then he tagged this lady.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe it's a cousin or something. Then I called. A few months later, I see another picture of them together, and I'm like, what's going on?
It was too cozy to be cousins.
Yeah, no. I knew definitely it's not a cousin. So I called him, because back then he was in Kitale and I was here in Nairobi. So I asked him, what is going on? Because you could see there were things adding up to that event, he's not picking calls as he used to. I felt you can see the red flags, but I mean, we are in love. What could go wrong? Yeah. So I called him and he told me, so this is what is happening. I kind of messed up. Yeah. Yeah, so he confessed.
So you confessed that I kind of messed up. And then what did you do? You flipped or what?
I did. He knew the kind of, I trusted him. And even before the cheating, there were those little things you ignore. I forgive and we move on. So that was it for me. Yeah. Yeah.
And you mentioned that the pregnancy was unplanned.
Yes, it was unplanned. Yeah. But what was surprising is when I told him I was pregnant, he was so excited. Yeah. And I knew this is it. Not that was the ultimate test.
Yes,
the one.
The way the man responds to pregnancy, you're like, whoo, I've got my king right now.
Yes, he was there for me through the pregnancy, and then I got the baby. That's when I began to see the real person in him. Yes.
Okay. How did you feel when you're like, bam, you're now a mother?
It was scary.
It was scary.
I was so scared. I remember when I got the results that I was pregnant. I stayed in that hospital like 3 hours crying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How old were you at the time, or how young were you?
I was 21.
21.
Yeah.
So you're 21 at that time.
Yeah.
Okay. And so is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Oh, what's her name?
She's called Tiffany.
She's called Tiffany. How
Yeah.
is she?
She's fine. I want to say she's fine
What do you mean you want to say she's fine?
because I haven't seen her in 6 months now.
6 months you haven't seen your daughter.
No,
Why is that?
because the dad took her away from me.
Let me get this right.
Yeah.
The man that you had the child with,
Yeah,
and then he ended up going with another woman.
yeah,
Years later, took the child away from you.
yeah.
Why was that?
We used to co-parent, so I used to stay with the child. But when during holidays, he used to come pick the child and bring her back before the schools reopen. So when the schools closed last year in October, he took the child with the intentions of not bringing her back.
He told you that?
No,
I'm not bringing...
no, he didn't. I remember he took her. He stayed with her like for 2 weeks. He was supposed to bring her back after 2 weeks. So I remember calling him and asking him like, "Are you still coming today?" And he told me, "No, I've sat down and like I've decided to stay with the child." I'm like, "What do you mean to stay with the child?" And like, I want to be taking care of her. Like, I want full custody now. Yeah.
So he just, out of his own choice, decided, like, I'm going to keep the child.
Yes.
I'm going to stay the child.
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
I remember when I got, because we were talking through text, I remember when I got the text, I was in an Uber. I was going to some place. Like, I can't remember the last time I felt so broken and so helpless because I didn't even know where they were staying. I still don't.
You still don't know where?
No.
So to date, you don't know where your daughter is physically. You don't know the address, you know nothing.
I have an idea they're in Kitale, but I don't know in Kitale where.
Okay.
Yeah.
It hurts.
A lot.
You miss her.
Every day. Every single moment.
If you could tell us something right now, what do you want her to know? What do you want to tell her?
They love her so much, and I won't stop until I see her again.
What are you doing about it?
I've tried all I could. I've tried talking to the dad. I've tried going to children's office. I've tried even going to the police, but still nothing. Yeah.
You've gone to court?
Now, when I went to the children's office, they sent me back to the police to track him. So they kept telling me, at least if I know where they are, they can go arrest him and we can proceed from there. Yeah.
You also mentioned that you have trust issues.
Major ones.
What do you mean by that?
Considering when I got into a relationship with my baby's father, like I knew that was it for me. Like I knew it was leading to marriage. So I put in everything in me, my time, my energy. I loved that man with everything that I had. So when it didn't work out and he betrayed me, I have forgiven him. I know I have forgiven him. But right now, just getting into another relationship, it's kind of hard for me. Yeah.
So what is this that you see from a man at a distance and you go like, hey, no, how far, let me protect myself? Are there things that you see?
Like lies. You see, even those small things, like you tell, I don't know how to classify what a lie is. We know what lies are, but I look so much into that.
Yeah.
And then when we're having a conversation and, you know, by the way we are talking with the person, you can know the kind of future this person wants to have. And especially since I'm into ministries, it's not easy to get a man who wants a woman who is into ministry, because most men want a woman who is in the house taking care of the kids. And I feel as much as I want children and a family, I want to be out there also doing ministry.
You want to be out there doing ministry
Yes.
also.
Yes.
Okay. So you want to have a man who's going to support you
Yes.
in that.
Yes.
And have you ever been like with a man and then you just get to tell them, for example, like, I haven't seen my daughter for 6 months, and then you see their reaction? Has it ever happened? Within these 6 months, have you attempted?
Yeah.
And then?
They are like, well, I can help you out. But like if it's not God's will for you to be with the child, it's like he's happy the child is away from me, so it's just me. He has to deal with only me. So it's like he doesn't want the responsibility that comes with me having a child.
So like they celebrate that.
Yes.
They try and show some sympathy, but it's
like,
actually a good. Don't worry, let the child go. We'll form another child.
Exactly.
That's what they say.
Yeah, like we can still have more children. Like you cannot replace a child with another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're having difficulty trusting men.
Yeah.
You and men, you're like, I don't trust men.
But I do know there are good men out there. When I gave my baby's father the chance to be to be in a relationship that was going to lead into marriage, and knowing that I told him from day one I don't want marriage. So when he broke my trust, I was like, I knew I was right not wanting to get into marriage.
So you feel like he proved you right, like marriage was not meant for me.
Yeah, it wasn't meant for me.
But do you want marriage?
Yes, I do want marriage.
So now you've changed your heart.
Yes, I have a story to that.
Yeah.
So I went on a mission to Uganda last year, and I was the only single person there. And I was with these men, and all they were doing when we sat down to catch up is talk about their wives, their kids. And I knew I wanted something like that.
You want a man who can talk about you like that, like a man who's going to praise you and who's going to love on you and stay committed to you like those men that you saw. So that was your change of heart. That's when you saw the light, so to speak. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing all this with us. I know it got emotional, but right now you're smiling. Thank you so much, Alice. Thank you so much, Alice. Well, I've been speaking with Alice. She's poured out a lot, and there's a lot that we can decode from this. Stay tuned as we decode this.